side. What's the plan for today? Just ranked. I have a Smash tournament later today in the evening that I have to go to. So, just some ranked. Nothing crazy. I already have tomorrow's video set, right? So, anything I do is just extra credit right now. You know, let's see where we are at. Let's just close everything. Boom. Let's get into Pokemon TCG Pocket. How's everyone else doing? How is Chatterino Giabagino doing? How's the rank climb going for everyone? My winning into Ubi 3 was against OG Mewtwo Gardevoir. With no Sylveon? Yo, you already know it's Eevee gang out here. Eevee's so broken. You're hard stuck, what, 2,400, 2,500? I feel like that's like an okay place to be hard stuck. No! No, I Clodsire as a 2-star. I saw the 2-star border. I was just like, trainer? Supporter? Oh. I'm in so much pain. I'm hard stuck. Play Darktina is my advice. Like, low-key, no cap. You're gonna win way more than you lose. Right, they have the same... Oh, they don't have the same border. It's close to the same border. Yo, Despicable Game. I did actually open up something. I should tweet about it. That's gonna be my lie. Okay, chat, you guys want to lie with me? First, sorry, that's not... You're never cringe, Despicable Gaming. What's up, what's up? Chat, it's time to lie. I'm gonna open up Twitter, but I'm scared. Because, you know, Twitter is an evil place. Okay, we opened up Twitter safely. So now I'm gonna tweet. Okay, so this is the lie that we're chilling. Because I opened this up this morning, but I forgot to tweet it. So you guys are going to chill this lie with me. Stream off to a great start with a fire poll. You see? This is how we lie. You notice I even cut off the time in the image because I knew that I was going to lie about this. So this is how we... This is Intro to Lying 101. Gaming until I rage over at... Bam! I made a funny deck which is 2 Leafeon EX, 1 of each normal Leafeon and Sylveon. It's not good, but it's funny. I think being funny is good. Did you edit the exit? Oh. You know, Elon's Twitter probably got me. You pulled the shiny at the start of stream? Yeah. Here, I'll show you guys. I can replace this Charizard with this. However, I still have one of these. So it's going to be looking really awkward when it evolves. I know it's the wrong deck. Because it's not the right Charizard. It's this one. I mean, since we got a... Oh, wait. Oops. Put the Charmander back in. But subtract you. Put the this. I gotta put the Charmander back in. Oh, fuck. There's a Heatran now. Okay. What should I change about this deck? I feel like adding Guzma or Red is like kind of important. He was so mad. You use Rocket Grunt? Which deck are you Rocket Grunting? Using Rocket Grunt. I'm about to open packs once I make up my mind when I try to pull. Good while listening to you. Aw, shout out Jesse. The LeGrund James. Take out red card. Wait, RC. Are we all hating Mars? Are we just removing Mars? This is like so evil. I like Mars. What if I... Red because it hits... Yeah, I like red. I'm going to remove a Lily. Yeah, Lily's getting removed. But 2 Lilies is so broken. I saw a lot of Goos. I have seen a lot of Goos. That's for Sylveon decks. It's for Sylveon decks, which is why. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to add red. Because you can stop a no, is it for Sylveon decks? I guess red does the same thing. What does Guzma do that red doesn't do? Can someone tell me? Also, what is everyone's thoughts on X Speed? I hate Mars. They always get good cards on using it no matter what. I think that it's important to understand red was one-shot Goose. I think so. My hot take is that Guzzlord should be running a Giant Cape. I think that they should be running Giant's Cape. I guess it gets around Poison Barb, you're right, but like... I have one more slot. Should it be X-Speed, low-key? What are we feeling about X-Speed, chat? Because I think like X-Speed's kind of broken when I go first, right? I think I'm gonna put X-Speed in. It's either X-Speed, Mars. Mars is really good. Yeah, let's just we're trying to streak. Let's pop an X Speed. So why am I playing Charizard Sylveon? Well, one, we just opened up a shiny Charizard, so I have 2 shiny Charizards now. But can't play. Oh, I could play that. That's true. I could do Double Lily, but then what does Double Lily stop if I remove a Giant's Cape? That's my issue. I feel like Double Lily is broken with the cape. Does that make sense? Why not 2 Lilies? 2 Lilies is broken. But I'm trying to speed up the deck, and that's what X Speed is for. I'm trying to see... Because I like Lily combined with something. Also, I'm playing Sylveon, so like, I'm just going to assume I'm drawing on my deck. Red one-shots Solgaleo, so no need for Giz. That's true. XP drops Sabrina double Lily. That's also a valid one. I just like Sabrina. I think Sabrina's cheese for the mirror match. I do like X Speed, so let's rock this deck for now. Let's make changes as we go. Let's make changes as we go. We are capable of tuning decks as we go. Sounds good, chat? I have to find where I save my pocket decks because I got cooked by Speed Zard. Yeah. Alright. So we're in the top 500 and we just got demoted out of it by not playing. We're going to play some Charizard Sylve. Reason is I still don't have a video on it. And it's a deck that I've been shilling for so long. So having a video on Charizard Sylveon is probably important. So I think that's like fine. We're going first, so this is where X Speed would be crazy. This is actually where X Speed would be insane. Like no cap. No cap. X Speed right here off the dome. X Speed off the palindrome. Would be crazy, right? They're starting Marsh. No cap, but you're wearing a cap. No cap, all brim. I'm just gonna draw a card. All hat, no cattle. Penny? What did they just draw? Red. Oh, shit. Nice. It is GG's for sure. That's an intentional X speed, by the way. In case I get red carded or Mars, I don't want to draw X speed again. Also, how's everyone doing? I see Ash is in the chat. Hello, ha. Why are you playing Zard Madge? Because we just opened up an extra copy of Shiny Zard. And I need to make a video on this thing. So this is the perfect time. So we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. When are you getting into Anaheim? So there's a party Wednesday, so I have to get in Wednesday the latest, like Wednesday, early Wednesday. So that's my current timeline, is early Wednesday, because I have like a birthday party to go to. You made Imperium top cut. Yo, chat, can we get some congrats to Professor Frostworth for an Imperium top cut? What deck are you using? Also, thank you, AJ. I am chill. I'm doing good. How are you? Okay, nice. Just bought my ticks. When are you coming in? No music on stream. On the YouTube side. Wait, is there no music on stream? Do you not hear the music? It says that there's music. Am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? No! I mean, this is like fine. It's just very quiet. Okay, here, I'll like slightly amp it up. It is a quiet song. Let me get YouTube. Let me get some YouTube music. Here, YouTube. I don't think I forgot y'all. Y'all are gonna get some music too. What am I looking for? Cut. Capture voice meter. You guys are listening with. You guys are gonna be listening to chill and nostalgic Pokemon music that stays with you forever. That's a crazy title for a video. Apply just for now. Boom. I facing the Breeks. That's a great first match. What the flip-flops is up? Am I just about to get soloed? Chat, it looks like I'm getting soloed. By... Have you ever seen someone get soloed by... AI ass title? That's just the actual title. I'm going to like end stream when I crash out. Put bad morning. Oh, it didn't pick the audio. One moment. 20-minute stream. I mean, we're going. It's currently 15 minutes in. I have not crashed out yet. But I might end up crashing out if this is the shit that my game is, like, deciding is my hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I lose to Cyrus right here, like... I mean, like, that's part of the game. Like, my opponent literally... My last opponent bricked, so me bricking makes sense, right? I do have a conundrum. What's the conundrum? Okay, well, let's see. No Cyrus! No Cyrus or it's cooked! GG's. I could have like played it out, but I didn't want to play it out. I could have played it out and Flareon swept them, but like no, bro. Flareon doesn't even KO Celesteela, right? It's 120 HP. I've been invited to an invitational tourney, so I'm not sure what to do. I mean, I think that you should do what you want. If they're both at the same time and you can't do both, then just like focus. Like the invitational is going to be longer, right? Because the Switch tournament, the top cut of Imperium can end like this. It starts 30 minutes after top cut starts, so play one out and then see how it feels, right? Play against Nubri, see how it feels. Okay, we have a great going second start. This is like pretty much everything I'd want going second. Got any advice for when you keep bricking? LMAO, feels like there's some games I meant to lose. What is my advice if you keep bricking? It happens. It's part of the game. Some games you are meant to lose. I literally just bricked. What are you supposed to do, right? My opponent bricked the last game. Sometimes you just are meant to lose. I think that's just how it is. Like, don't really take it too hard. And you'll be like, fine. It's part of the game. Sometimes you brick, sometimes you don't. So I'm gonna collect and not use my research because the odds of my hand being my hand by the end of this turn is not likely. So let's just grab a card. It's a red, which might be important. But yeah, I don't trust the odds of this, like this sticking, essentially. And if you brick consistently, just like, it's like fine. You gotta remember, like, it's okay. It's it's a card game. Sometimes you're gonna get unlucky. It happens. Are you wearing pants? Of course I'm wearing pants. What question is that? Okay, I'm gonna lose if I don't draw the cards. No, let's see. Professor's Research. Zard. Fuck. This actually sucks. Because I can't beat them, right? I just lose to the... Like, if they have, thingy... Like, this should be a loss. They attach the water energy, denoting the L. Wait, whoa. It looks like they might have bricked. Chat? Hold up. This writing is Fire Shine? No, they just... Oh, they switched for... Okay, I see. They have Bellow. Okay. So I'm going to Sylveon here. And it's going to make me draw 2 cards. Rare Candy, please. Sweet. We're just going to Rare Candy. We have Lily in our hand. I think that because the way that they were treated was really bad on their part. And this is why it's going to be pretty good for me. Because now I just stoke. They lost energy advantage. Because they could have attacked with Giratina. Well, they could have attacked with Froakie if they evolved into Greninja. And then they could have attacked with Giratina. And now they can't do that because they have to retreat. So I think that they did a pretty big whoopsie. Right? And I am going to take advantage of the fact that they did such a big whoopsie. We have a Giant's K. Like, it doesn't matter. They just don't have enough turns. And this is where I get, like, pretty advantage. Why didn't you research? What's the point of researching? I drew everything. If I research, it becomes a liability. I think it is a very important skill in understanding that you're not supposed to, right? There are plays that you're not supposed to do, and that's one of them. Now I can research, right? I didn't research because of red card, right? I drew enough cards, there's no point in me. They've burned their red card, now I'm going to research, right? So it's important to understand that saving your Sylveon, saving your... Yeah. Every research you play is a research you can't. Yeah. I'm literally so undisciplined, I want to go fast, right? And that's, like, fine, me. I think that's, like, very fine if you're undisciplined and want to go fast. But I think it's important for people who love complaining that you are not allowed to complain if you end up, you know, losing a game because you use all your Professor Researches, all your draw power, and then you get red carded, right? Those players are not allowed to complain. I think that's a very, very important thing to talk about. Because there is still skill even in a solitaire deck, right? I do think that Charizard as a deck is very uninteractive. I got Mars. I didn't know that they ran Mars. That's cool. Now I know what they have. It's not really going to be enough, right? I still have a Sylveon to evolve this. So I feel pretty good. I'm going to Lily because I'm unsure on if they have, like, red. So yeah. GG's. They might have had red, right? Hello, my lord. Not Guz. 9 hours, overnight connection on airport. Glad to have something to watch. I'm glad. Shout out to people who are flying. That's like one person maybe on this stream that's flying currently. 9-hour overnight connection sucks. I've had that before in Vegas. But glad to have you have something to watch. Watch Arena. Oh my god, Olivia. Okay, also, can we get a shout out to a box of Timbits? I've probably shouted her out before. But she got her Worlds invite. She locked the freak in. I remember how stressed you were before. So, Portland, after Portland. So I'm glad that you are, like, locked, you know. I think that you had a really strong season that you should be proud of. And I can't wait to see what you do at Worlds. Genuinely cannot wait. But one thing I can always sign off on is the Snoopy Gifterino Subachino. This guy is top 10. We're playing Big Face, who's top 10. If you guys want to see what a top 10 deck or a top 10 player that's in the top 10 is using, it looks like they're using Dartina. They are using Dartina. I'm going to research here. I shouldn't, but I should not have researched. Because I had 2 candies, but I felt like I needed to dig deep to find the X speed. And if I find the X speed, I can make like a crazy pop-off play. But for now, this is fine. They're going to charge the back. Yeah, this play that they're doing, they're charging the back. It makes a lot of sense. I support that they're charging the back. I'm going to just rare candy. There's no point in hiding it. I don't want to get Mars. Every turn I pass is a turn I can lose. So I'm just going to do that and then collect. I'm going either 8-0 at Worlds or 0-8 if I keep running this restricted pair. But let's go. Hell yeah. That's how I felt. I've been looking at Groudon, and I feel the same way, genuinely. Like, I'm either winning the tournament with Groudon or it's cooked. I'm purposely keeping the Giant's Cape in my hand. I was referencing Gordon. Oh. That's valid. I'm purposely keeping the Giant's Cape in hand so that they can't use it the same turn that they're using like a Guzma, yeah. So this is an intentional hold on my part. Zard versus Dartina is a race. It is. This is where X-Speed! Yo, this is where X-Speed comes in, chat! X-Speed! Showing its... I show speed! X-Speed! I think I'm supposed to Giant's Cape and Lily this turn. I recognize that name. I get the reference. I'm gonna Lily here because I just don't want to die to anything that they can do. And I think this prevents me from dying to anything that they can do. Make sense? I'm keeping the Sylveon in hand in case I get Marsed. So that I have extra Professor Researchers in deck. But I still do lose to Giant's Cape. My opponent needs their Giant's Cape. They have 11 cards in deck. So let's see what happens. Guzma plus Red plus Giovanni next turn. It's over. Shut up. They do have a cape. I do have a Sabrina, right? So this is where I wanted to save the Sylveon. I have red. I have so many cards here, right? So let's see if we can get it. We're drawing 2. Unfortunately, it's not in our cards. What we're gonna do is we're gonna rare candy. We're gonna actually switch out because we have a really high chance of winning. So I'm just gonna switch out because I don't want to die to red, and then I'm just gonna stoke with this Zard now. See? Like, if you think that there's still no, like, skill involved in Charizard, there is. There is a lot still. It's just, it's very linear and, like, kind of solitary. So I hope that this, like, these plays make you look at the deck and be like, that is Cyrus Week, though. It's not Cyrus Week, though. So I'll explain why it's not Cyrus Week. Because if they Cyrus it, I still have this Charizard ready to attack the next turn. Right? I only needed one of Red or Sabrina in my 4-card deck. So even if they KO this and they keep it in, yeah, you're fine, you're fine. I just wanted to explain why, right? You can just win with Charmander. They can heal. You never want to say you can just win with Charmander. And also they attack with the Giratina. They literally just attack with the Giratina. So yeah. Top 10 player beaten. So if you guys want to know, a top 10 player, Big Face is using Darktina. Keep that in mind. But yeah. You smoked him? No, I think he played it well. I think that, like, smoking someone, I just beat him. Like, he played perfectly. For his start, he played perfectly, right? He had a pretty awkward start. He even Sabrina to slow me down. I just had the techs, right? My techs were made to beat them. And speaking of smoking, it looks like we are going to be playing, unfortunately, an Oricorio deck. But they don't know. They don't know we have a demon in our chat. We have a Flareon. Top 10 doesn't... You can change your avatar, and it doesn't update. They don't know we have a demon in the lurks, in the mist. Flareon's there for the Oricorio counter, correct. Darktina's on the rise on ladder. I see more people playing it. It's just good. It makes sense. Like, I used it yesterday, right? We do got the Flareon in hand. Wait, they use Giovanni? Huh? They tried to Dawn and Geo and... Holy shit, we're safe. Holy shit, we're safe. Why waste the red? What if they have Tapu Koko? If they have Tapu Koko, Charizard deals 150. Hope that helps. If they have a Pokemon like that, Charizard literally deals 150. Okay. And it looks like we've won. Woo! They tried to Geo, Dawn, and Guzma on the same turn. No, literally. Blah. This is my problem. I was playing Dark Tina yesterday. I did go on a 6-win streak, but the games are so much longer. I've already played like 5 games, and I've only been streaming like 30 minutes. Geo Dawn Cruise would be hilarious. No, literally. But it doesn't matter, Flareon. It's bad. I would rather burn cards. I don't care if Flareon can out it. Flareon is not needed. Flareon has one job. I don't care if it's a Tapu Koko deck. Flareon has one job, and it's not to deal with the Koko. It's to deal with the Pokemon in front of it. I get what Flareon can do, but it's called burning it, because I'm more likely to get red carded or Mars if I keep that hand, right? If I keep drawing my hand, it's more optimal to just burn the card, right? No reason to keep a card that is holding us back. All right. I'm gonna research here. This is actually pretty greedy. And the reason why I'm comfortable doing that is because I'm looking at my opponent's deck, and I assume that they're either playing a Charizard deck or they're playing an Eevee deck. And those decks run maybe one Mars, right? And I'm fine with that. It looks like it also the way that they've started. I need to get to this Sylvie. I need to get to this Zard ASAP. So this is my out, is to get to this Zard ASAP. And this is the way I get to this Zard ASAP. Right? I get to research one more time. And it pays off because I Professor researched that first turn, right? I'm running a Zard deck where I understand that because I'm running a Zard deck, I don't run Mars. That means my opponent is just as likely to have, it's like a 50-50 on if they even run Mars. So yeah. Oh yeah, I get it. I understand the logic, but I think that like the most important thing when you're making plays in Pokemon Pocket, I think it takes skills to play it, so I always like when a top player, like, thank you. I think so. Here's my thoughts, right? The reason why, the most important thing is make sure that the plays make sense to you, right? If you can talk out a play and say the logic of it, that's like one of the biggest things I teach in coaching as well. Is like if the logic makes sense to you, make the play, and if it's wrong, think about it later. Think about it later. Think about why it's wrong later. Right? In hindsight, and how can you fix that? Anyway, it looks like we are playing another dark deck. I don't know which dark deck this is, so let's find out when they flip the card. It is Darkrai. Do you miss the second Lily in the deck? We've only played 6 games. So I cannot give you an accurate assessment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be hard for me to tell you in 6 games. So far, I have not. I've liked every single card I've added. I've added X-Speed. I've got a lot of use out of X-Speed. So, like, I can't complain. This is a really awkward situation to be in. I don't want to research here, because I have the rare candy, so I'm just going to collect. This deck is more likely to run Mars plus red card. So I don't want to put myself in a situation where I lose because they red card / Mars me. Especially when my hand just gets bigger. And I get red carded, right? Very, like I said, very, very small optimizations you have to make. You don't have to make that many optimizations to play a deck like this. But when you do make optimizations, the deck just gets better. I'm going to research because I might not want to collect. I mean, I might not want to Sylveon yet. I have 11 cards. But your sympathy, I don't mind, because you mean that much to me. Here's my thoughts. Do I live in 80 into 130? Do I live in 80 into 130? I don't think I do. With what I have. So I'm just gonna Sylveon here. Because I don't think I live... I'm getting Mars. Yeah, this was a bad play by me. I wanted to get my thing now. And it looks like it's just not gonna happen, right? I'm not gonna get my thing now. And they're gonna get their attacks off now. And people say Brickarino, but like I still played it well. Okay, we're gonna ball. Okay, we're gonna Professor Research here. We do get it. It is a turn late. But it's better than not having it, right? Now the only thing we need is Lily. I'm gonna take 100. And then I'll be at 140, and as long as they don't have red. Okay. I think if I got the Charizard a turn earlier, I think I win this. But because I don't, it's unfortunately gonna be a loss. Which is like, it's fine. It's part of the game. I did what I had to do. I did what I thought I could do. But in the end, it's not enough. It is not enough. I hope optimal. Well, I can't even now, right? So they kind of locked me into this like interesting game. This is where Guzma could be like interesting. But let me think. Let me think. How do I win this? Because I don't have a way to stop Gust. Well, I just have to hope that they don't have it, right? I have to hope that they somehow don't have a card that would win them the game here. So let's see. Can Sabrina checkmate them? Sabrina might. We'll have to see. Guzma, red does the same thing. Yeah, red does the same thing. So what we're gonna need to do is Sabrina them. Sabrina is like my only option to survive this. It gives me an extra turn, which might be enough. Not only do I need to Sabrina them, I need to... They're just putting helmets on everything. That doesn't really change anything. Okay, yeah, I just need to Sabrina them. Because they're doing that for Mars. They're playing around the Mars, so what they're doing makes sense. We're going to draw 3 cards. We have 6 cards left in our deck, so let's see what happens. We need to draw a very specific sequence of cards here. And that's Rare Candy Charizard. And we don't get it. They're bottom 2. Bottom 3. That was still good gameplay. I like this. I feel like Goose is better than Red. Goose and Red have debatable parts to talk about. With Guzma, you could Lily this turn. That is true. Sabrina, no, it doesn't matter. I can never draw. I need to draw Rare Candy and the thing. So there's like no point. I'd rather just like end the game here. There's no point in me winning. Playing it out. Still played it well. I'm proud of that. And these games are fast. Like I said, I've only been streaming for what? 40 minutes? That's one of the positives of playing a deck like this, is like you're just like... The one thing is I'm not running Hand Rip, right? Because I'm not running Hand Rip, this can get annoying, right? I'm gonna research because I'm playing the mirror match. cool. Do you not play the second Sylve to play around the Mars last game? Probably. I think, oh yeah, that was my misplay. I was supposed to collect one more time. Exactly what Distancy says. I said that was like, but I felt like I lost if I didn't do it. So like, it was a misplay, quote unquote, but I think I lost, right? They're gonna P-Calm. Wait, are they trying to get a Pokemon? Oh no, please. Yes! Oh my god, hold up. Don't have Mars. Oh my god, they might have just thrown. Hold up. W throw? I don't know if, okay, so here's my thought. I think that I should have, I might have thrown my, I think I should have kept, let me talk about why I should have kept. The reason I should have kept is because of red. The more turns pass, the more chances they have of drawing Lily or Giants. They get the first attack, but I get to take a prize, which is huge. And if I get to the next Charmander, right? But I do think that I think that I should have, but they didn't use a research. Because they didn't do a research, this is fine. I do think we should after I'm done playing, we should have like a compare and contrast for which one we think is better. But yeah, this is the issue with this. You get 2 prizes now, like that matter. If they cape, GG's? No, I have red. So what do we need to guarantee this win? Oh, that just revealed they have 2. I know every card in the hand. They have Eevee. Okay, hold up. How do we win this? I attack, they attack me. I attach to an Eevee on the bench. We don't just win, please. Don't stress me out, chat. Don't stress me out with this we just win nonsense. Okay. This is Charmander. Cool. I'm gonna play the Giant's Cape. The reason why I'm playing Giant's Cape isn't so that I'm playing Giant's Cape, it's just so that I can do something with it. Unfortunately, the way I wanted to win... Also, I can get Mars here. I think we just need a second Zard. Yeah, second Zard also wins us this game. Second Zard wins us the game as well. So let's see what happens. I don't know if I can do it. No Lily! No Lily, no Cape! No Lily, no Cape! No Lily Arma! No Capey Arma! Oh my fuck, you guys just love drawing your entire deck, bro. Like, goddamn. Just draw it all out. Actually, hold on. Oh my god, they're bringing the big guns. What are you gonna do with that? No! Lily! Wait, that might be fine. I don't know, man. I'm kind of stressed out. Oh! What the fuck? We got... Holy shit, we win! I guess I didn't have to evolve. But this is just guaranteed, right? There's no way they can attach 5 energies. This is just a guaranteed route. They can't do Eevee bag plus red, right? Charizard bag. What if they have Charizard bag? What if they have Charizard bag? Sabrina doesn't. I have 2 energy, so I can retreat. Why not use red to thin hand? Because I'm stupid. Careful, they might have Hal. Shut up! Shut up! Also, a tip, if you draw an Eevee in this situation, do not, and I swear on everything holy, do not play it. Genuinely. They might have Team Rocket Grunt. You know, it's actually a thing that people are running. A lot of top players are putting Grunt in their Sylveon Greninja decks and in their Darkrai decks. And in their Guzzlord decks. What if they Looker me? I don't even know what Looker does anymore, bro. Shut up. What if they penny? What are they gonna penny? They penny double red. I have two. It's been found out that I have two reds sticky together. So don't play this Eevee. Literally, if you want to lose, play the Eevee. Do not play the Eevee. Spelliarmus. Bro, stoked up. What if I stoke right here? No, they conceded. Yo, okay, I think that's the new BM. These people are clicking their moves, making me watch the animation, and then conceding, bro. Like, don't piss me off. Don't make me have to watch another, like, 10 seconds of animations. Zard players love wasting time. Alright, we just shot up 100 ranks, which, like, makes sense. We streaked earlier. We need more streaks. Now put Dawn on Zard decks. Nah, no, thank you. He outstoked you, so he won. True. They just wanted to show off their 2-star full art card. I'm playing against Tony Chopper again. We played them yesterday. They were playing Darkrai, I think, yesterday as well. Don't ever wanna leave. Oh, they're playing Guzzlord now? And listen to me. Okay, we're gonna ball. And then we're gonna hopefully grab the goat soon. I'll watch you. I could Professor's Research. It would draw me too many cards though, so I'm just not going to. Though I kind of want to, because I have half a Zard. Chopper, I know you're here. Tony Chopper. Guzzlord might unstroke the Zard. Don't be like that. What's the decks you see in your ranking? Everything. This meta is diverse as frick. This meta is so diverse. Oh, they've got the Guzzington, and it's Bussington, and they got the other Black. Okay, let me draw my cards. Cool. I'm researching so that I can see what the game wants me to see. Important skip tack. Not important. Just do not, under any circumstances, do not attach to the Eevee here. Because if it gets grindcore, you're gonna look stupid. You're gonna look stupid, and I don't want you to talk to me. I don't want you coming running back to me when you look stupid, okay? Capiche? I want you. Alright, chat, we're stoking. We're stoking, might even be stroking. Red is better than Guzma, especially for this matchup, right? And they filled their bench, by the way. They filled their bench, so they can't even, like, you know, like, scare me type shit. I'm gonna have to hold this core that's being grinded. Ah! Let's go! Let's go! Oh my god! Sylveon! Draw me two! Ah! I have how many cards? 3? Sylveon! Draw me 2! Yeah! Let's see that red. Don't fucking piss me off. Don't fucking piss me off. What the fuck is that? Don't ever disrespect me like that. Do I just X speed for vibes? Like, we're candy here. Kinda deserved? Deserved for what? How did I deserve that? Tell me. For loving hard? For kissing passionately? For hugging the homies? Is what I do wrong? Sabrina should have been the play, correct. Sabrina, yeah, Sabrina was the correct play. Sabrina was the correct play, by the way. So see, even there, I could have made a better play. I should have Sabrina there. Drawing your whole deck is cheating. Yeah, kinda. Last card in deck, better stoke. Like, so I think this matchup isn't as bad for Charizard anymore. I think it's still a bad matchup, but because you can draw your entire deck and have a second Charizard, I think that literally, legitimately makes this matchup even. Not even, but like 55-45, like you're still losing, but you're not losing as hard. Does that make sense? Why is Sabrina the better play? It just guarantees me to KO. Especially when I have everything in order. I love how you see, like, even the last Zard player I beat, you saw how they threw the game, right? They had the game won, and they chose to play something else on the board. And I think it's really not like. The things I'm doing aren't like a revolutionary skill, right? But like I do think it's important to like have slight optimizations, because the more you optimize your gameplay, the more likely you are to streak, right? You're still a mystery to me, right? Like this game, it looks like I'm still losing, right? It looks like there's nothing I can do that will change this game from an L. I have to specifically, you know, draw a card that says, "Hey, help me." But like, I still did everything I needed to do, and I'm proud of that. I only have one out. I only have one out. I have one out. Exactly what Onizuka said. We have one out. It's to deal 20 into dealing 150. That's literally all I can do here. They're burning an X speed. That's smart. They're burning 2 X speeds. Holy freak. Holy zoomer. This guy is literally trying... No, like an out to win the game. Sylveons don't win the game. The out is to deal 20. Like, Sylveon helps me here. But the win the game is red Charizard, right? Okay, we still have one out. I mean, I lose to Sabrina, unfortunately. What is their hand? Let's also think about what their hand can be, because I don't genuinely know what they have. They have to have... They don't have research, so it has to be like in order, like the Hopium, it's not Eevee. They would have played Eevee if they had it. The Hopium is that it's like Sylveon, Charizard, Rare Candy. It's Sabrina. GG's. Right? I could have won this. I legitimately could have won this still. So I'm proud about how I played it. The cards didn't say I win it, right? I think that's important. Because sometimes the cards don't say you win. Why we no cape draw? I caped earlier. Because I didn't know that this was going to be my out, right? Maybe I should have held the cape. I should have held the cape. That's my fault. X speed for Mars? No, X speed has been broken. Genuinely, I don't know which card I would replace to add Mars back in. And also, they could have Mars. No, they have 2 X speeds. They have to make like adjustments somewhere if they have 2 X speeds. So you have to like kind of figure it out. Oh, I've been put onto this album the other day. Yo! You've been listening to Underscores? They're pretty goated. Right, they had 2 X speeds. They have to look at my deck list. They had to cut out an extra card. Right? So it's probably the cape or the red or the Guzma slot. Well, they had Guzma. So the Guzma is where the red is. That means they probably cut out a cape. They probably cut out a cape, right? Or they cut out a Flareon. Who knows? I'm gonna research because they're researching, alright? Oh, this is such a good research. Yo, one of our players hit top 100. That's sick. Marinara Man on the Marinara run. Marinara run? Did they ever play an Eevee? Any chance they're Solozard? They're not Solozard. They had X speed. Why would you play X speed if you're Solozard? Come on, chat. Come on, chat. We got this. Think. Open your mind. Probably they cut Flareon. No, I think that they cut Giant Cape. I don't think I would cut Flareon. That wouldn't make sense with double X speed. Okay, so this play loses in the event that they draw their other Charizard. If they draw their other Charizard, they should always bring in Charmander. It's really not that hard for them to figure out what they are supposed to do in that situation. But I think this is still my best play. Because they definitely have Lily in hand. I know they have Lily in hand. Do they have red in hand? Well, if they have red, I lose here as well. So let's see what happens. What's up, Eugene?
You streaming?
Yeah.
You didn't crash out yet?
I have not crashed out yet. No, stream ends when I crash out. I have not crashed out.
I ran into Julio's friend outside the door.
Ooh.
Apparently they're over displacing Mario Kart.
Okay.
I told him about ground control.
Okay.
You wanted to message Julio about it?
Yeah, I can mess. I think I have to do this. I have to burn X speed. I have to put the Giant's Cape on you. I'm doing a lot of freaky things right now. A lot of freaky things. I'm gonna explain them all. Alright? So I put the Giant Cape here, because if I evolve into Sylveon, this is where the Sylveon slot goes. I keep the Charmander here, because if they don't heal, which they do heal, I at least have a place to retreat. Really want to win with Charmander Red, that never happens. That's just wishful thinking. So now, we're going to put the Eevee in front, right? Because Eevee is going to be the way we win. We have 8 cards in our deck. We have 1 research. And we lose immediately. We lose immediately. Oh, I think I have to go to the game store today, by the way, when we go to ground control. Because I need to pick up a GameCube controller. Because the guy got COVID. That usually gives me his GameCube controller.
Just tell me when and where.
Sounds good. I'll let you know. Do we already need to save the red? They already played their cape. I like saving it, just so that they don't know I have it. Because if I save it, they're less likely to Lily, right? If I save it, like there's a small chance that they won't Lily. Why do you need a GameCube controller? I'm going to a Smash local later. Looks like a bar. Melee? No, I play Ultimate. Genetic Apex Charizard might be a good choice for that matchup. Yes and no, because like, how are you getting, you know? What is your main and alt? I play Pokemon Trainer. Oh, Genetic Apex Charmander. Yeah, I can see that, except they Lily. Like, I think it, like, legitimately, I get your guys' logic on Genetic Apex. It's not like Mander, because it gets the extra 30. But, like, it really does not matter. It genuinely, like, barely ever matters. Did you watch Gommel? No, I did not watch Gommel. I don't watch Smash much anymore. Only time I watch Smash is if Zomba's in Top Cut. Because that's, like, that's our New York child, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I'm not watching. Can't pay me to watch a Smash tournament if my goat's not playing. But I see Syrup is doing really good now, so that's my other goat. Okay, we're gonna research, find this X speed, and win the game, question mark? So we didn't find this X speed to win the game. Well, that sucks. Look at my nest. Cool. Mars means a Sylveon? Question mark. Woo! The buzz inspired me to play Olimar. One of my close college friends was an Olimar man. Let me think. I have 6 cards in my deck. I'm gonna save the research. I'm gonna play the research because I really want to see X speed, but I also don't want to get red carded again, which is why I kind of didn't want to play the research. But I guess I can thin my deck like this, and this is like technically doing everything. I still be rooting for Leo, that's real. Had 2 Guzzlords in the last 3 cards against Dark Teen and still won. That's actually really impressive. Did you beat them with like mostly Celesteela? Does Guzma even win here? Guzzlord? No. Guzzlord doesn't even win here, so I think I'm fine. They need to Sabrina me or Cyrus to stall. Yep. And this is where X speed! This is where X speed! I win this because of X speed! Because of X speed! I show speed, chat! Boom! Boom! Steam artillery. It's actually mad how X speed was clutched so many times. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is that you draw your entire deck, right? So you're like, that's why when I was surprised when that other player used 2 X speeds, because I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure you want to do that? Are you really sure you want to do that? Type shit. All Zards are running red now. Yeah, it's like kind of a good card. Prismo's aura farming. Yeah, she was. She's up there now. She's sleeping. Or she's like laid up. She's shacked up. GG's. GG's. Actually, you know what I want for set 4? I want a card that allows you to play 2 supporters in a turn. That's the card. I want a card that says you can play 2 supporters this turn. Two OP? Is that OP in the actual TCG? Was that OP in the actual TCG? Let me look it up. TCG cards that let you play 2 supporters. Lieutenant Surge is the card. Lieutenant Surge Pokemon TCG. Not Pocket. Not Pocket. You can play this card if you have more. During your turn, you can play 3 supporters, including this card. Yeah, I want that card. I keep going. Okay, I keep going. I keep going second in this mirror match. It's pissing me off. It's banned and expanded. That makes sense. I keep going second against the fucking mirror match where I want to go first. This is the one matchup I want to go first in, and I keep going second. And it's just like, yo, they hate me. They actually hate me. Oh, what it ends with somebody. Hey, this guy's running the GA Charmander, by the way. Maybe there'll be more EV bag-ish cards. That's true. EV bag is basically supported for an item. Jody wants 2-turn games. Hey, look, what I really want is not a 2-turn game. I'm just gonna say what I want. You should play Emberzard for the mirror matches, like maybe. I think I lose. Cause they hit and I didn't, right? Type shit. They get to draw the entire deck and I didn't, and they went first. I think because they go first, I fucking lose. I think that feels the most awful. I don't mind. We might have to put Mars back, yeah, but tell me what I have to remove, because I like every card. But, yeah. How am I not top 10k yet with 1,700 points? Win streaks, duh. You know why. You know damn well why. Red has been useful though. Like I literally I guess red has been the least useful of cards, so you're right actually. And they have Lily, bro. They have Lily. They always have Lily. I'm about to throw a drink. Motherfucker! Well, now it's just GG's. But you're very close. Like, I think top 2,000 points is good for top 10k. And that's not that hard to get with this current system. So I've lost every Zard mirror. And you know how I would have won those so far? These last 3 Zard mirrors? If I went first. That's all this freaking mirror is. Mars doesn't save it, because they just draw Sylveon, right? This isn't a crash out, by the way, so stream will not end. But this is just a fact. This is a fact out. This is what this is. This isn't a crash out, it's a fact out. And the fact of the matter is... that is some bullshit. Like, I go second again! But now I'm playing a fire deck again. Wow. Wow. I'm going second again. Need a crash out meter on the side. You have the Zard deck, which beats every other deck except the mirror. Even then, there's no such thing as a Zard deck that beats other Zard decks. You just freaking go first. You know how you win the mirror match? You flip the first coin and the coin says heads. That's how you win the match. You flip the first coin and the coin says you get to win the game. Well, you know, I got my video already. I can switch decks now. Chakra alignment time. Tapu Koko? No, I'm gonna play Silverlee. I think Silverlee's really good right now, so I'll just play it. The results of that game didn't change because I bricked, right? But every other game, oh, I go first, I just win. Amazing. Even the game that I went second, but my opponent was stupid enough to play a Pokemon. This is not a crash out for legal purposes. This is just, you know, me being honest. This is a fact out. This is a fact out. Let's see. We play one Dawn in this deck. Oops. One Dawn, a Mars, Cyrus. I think Giant's Cape is really good. Sabrina's really good. Giovanni's really good. Damn, I ran out of cards. Shit. This is a hard deck to like fill out. I think that's everything though. I like Geo. I get double Geo's really good, but I think one Geo's enough if I want to play a Cape. But I can also play PCL. I think the Cape is pretty good. So let's do that. Add 2 Dawns. The only thing I can see is I can remove a Gladion. PCO is good as well. I play 1 Zera, 2 Geos. Am I crazy if I drop a Gladion? He's so fed up he's playing Oricorio. Yeah, that's, and you know I hate playing. Like, I need you guys to know, chat, I legitimately hate this deck. I hate this deck's guts. I hate this deck's vibe. I hate this deck's, like, core ideas. But you know that I'm, like, kind of like, damn. I'm kind of pissed off. I would be crazy for dropping a Gladion, huh? Okay, fine. I'm just trying to beat one deck anyway, right? I'll just add Giovanni. I'll put the Geos in the bag. Nobody's gonna get hurt. You also need the Cape for any mirrors. True. But change the deck pick. True, I can do that now. I'm a psychopath, but I prefer, yeah, you're kind of a psychopath for that. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Jody, after losing 2, it was 3! It was 3 mirror matches that I lost. It wasn't just 2. It was 3. I was keeping count. I might play only 1 Zera, like lowkey. You know what I've noticed though? I've noticed that the 1 Oricorio versions do better in tournaments, even if they're less. And I wonder what that's about. They have like a less win rate, but they go, actually they don't. Holy shit, it's pretty bad too. They do not go far in tournaments. These decks do not go far in tournaments. I hate this deck. I hate the way this deck locks. I hate the way this deck talks. I hate the way this deck breathes. And I'm playing a fighting deck! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god! Of course! Sure! Sure! Wow! Huh. Let's give it around. Wow. Amazing. We have the Geo. I'm aware of what I have, which is why I'm jacking it, but I'm not jacking it. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no justice in this world. There's no justice in this world. Because I can't even Mars you because I need a Geo you. Like jacking my style, stealing my flow. I feel like it's old slang though. I feel like that's not even like new slang. Lord, if they had rare candy ramp, I will quash out, bro. I will quash out, and they probably do because they professor researched into 2 fossils, right? And that means that this hand was a brick the entire time. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Oh! Don't mind if I do! Let's hear it from my man! Whew. Remember to hydrate, chat. What if you just gave them the combo? Mathematically, whatever, man. Mathematically, I did my job. If they somehow have it, which they don't, because I'm the GOAT, it's just Pee-wee. Thank you for the follow. You already know. GG's. Yeah, be okay if the odds don't work out. Exactly what Snoopy said. Hey, yo, he became a rapper. Easy win. You already know. Give me another. You know, Lord. Give me harder challenges. Give me harder challenges. Give me another fighting deck right now, going first. This is the same guy, by the way. I want to point out that this is the same guy. Because this matchmaking actually sucks. I did ask for it. I knew it was the same guy when I said it though. But I do want to point out how bad this game's matchmaking is. I actually want to point out how dog water this game's matchmaking is. Like the fact that I keep playing the same people. I played the same Zard guy, right? Went first, double lost. And now I'm playing, and also no Zaras. Oh my god, do not start me. How does it work when you're top in? There is like skill-based matchmaking. That's all I'm gonna say. Is that's what I know. And they have the cards that stop me this time. Clash Royale's ass matchmaking system. No, I think this matchmaking system is actually so frustrating. Has joined the dark side. You know, I see that message every time, where it's like, "Wow, Jody joined the dark side," right? And I'm always like, "What is the dark side to you guys?" You know? Like now, I'm curious. I want to know what the dark side is. Type shit. Also, this is like a fine if I just don't. Oh my god. Anyway, we're gonna research. I need type null here, and then I need to flip heads so that I don't have to use whatchamacallit. I have to use Giovanni. God. Okay, please. I don't ask for much. I just want you to kill Spider-Man. not worth it. It's not worth it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Check your Wonder Picks. Hydrate. Look through what we can do. There's nothing that we can do. It's okay. Zeraora didn't want to show up in either game, but it's okay because we still can keep playing Pokemon Pocket. You know, we switched because we kept playing fire decks, and then we played 2 fighting decks. The same guy even. And you know, it's okay. Oh look, guys! Oh my god! 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 We're playing. Chat. I don't want to alarm you guys, but it looks like we're playing against a Charizard deck. It's Friedman with the follow. We have the same cat tree. Yeah, this cat tree. Apparently, a lot of people have this cat tree. So, it's like the LeBron James of cat trees. Ooh. Two Zeraoras and no Charizards. That's okay. Oricorio. Oricorio is overrated anyway. I play 2 Giovannis. It would be really nice to see 2 Giovannis. I don't see my 2 Giovannis, but that's okay. Thunderclap Flash. Oh, I could have done Silverly. Because I forgot. We could have KO'd, but I don't play this deck. I don't play this deck. So I simply forgot. And that's okay. And because I'm saving it for marriage. Oricorio is shy now, you know? I just think that Pokemon Pocket is a well-balanced, designed game where I can never get what I want, ever. Why? Who did I make angry? I think I'm gonna Mars them so I can Dawn them next turn. It's okay. It's okay. Because we can still get Charizard. Or whatever. What this deck needs is some Sylveon slop. They have Lily. They need Lily plus Cape for this to matter. Ooh. And this is what we were saving the dawn for. Not the fact that I could have won the game a turn earlier. Oh, I should have played the Ori, but it doesn't matter. And now they're going to play Sylvan. El Sylvan. Yeah, I should have played the Ori. Garchomp is good against Charizard. Looks like it has a losing matchup. And now they're running red, so you have a double losing matchup. You basically need to run Giant's Cape. You need a second Ori? I'm aware. Don't worry. I am aware. But I am in charge of my future. And this is thanks to Fushi for the game plan insight. Now, all I need in my 6-card deck is a Sabrina, a Cyrus, a Chiappuccino, a Giabachino, and a Labagino. Jody, I shared my Oricorio Civilly deck with Tilly when he was using this version and losing, and he went on a rampage win streak. That's sick! I have a deck channel in my Discordino Giabagino. And now we are going to Giovanni and Mash before they can forfeit. No! Whew. You see, there is a light at the end of the table? A light at the end of the tunnel. Sun Tzu once said in The Art of War that if you are going to crash out, bro, that you should just queue up another one. What's the worst that can happen? You know, the worst she can say is no. The worst she can say is no. And is that the Reality Pocket Raid? Hello, welcome back, welcome here. Good to have you again. How are you doing? Good luck with the crash outs. Well, you will notice that we are talking in this not incantation, but this because we're trying to avoid crashing out. How is your stream, Reality? Sun Tzu said to play Pocket 10 hours a day. That's true. I failed that first step. Sun Tzu would want me to see this Gladion. Smiling through gritted teeth. Gritting through smiles. You know what Wigglytuff said once? Wigglytuff once said, "Smiles go for miles," and I lose the 50-50. Good luck. Thank you, Reality Pocket. Do take care. Everyone, go drop them a follow. They stream quite a bit, and you know, all love. Look at intonation. Thank you, Noam. How's everyone doing? I haven't checked how many people are you guys. There's over 200 of you guys on each side. Hope that you guys are doing well. What's good, Val, then? So I need you guys to know that I played multiple Charizards. And I'm just going to point out, I played a shit ton of Charizards. Like a bucket load of Charizards. And you want to know? Why not Professor? I should have Professor to Permafore. I didn't want to get red carded. You want to know what I ended up? Ooh-wee. Oh, jolly old pals. Pals old jolly. Good old friends. Yeah, I don't want to get red carded, so Professor Research, I win the 50-50, it's like fine. Okay, we're gonna Pokeball into our goat. Our goat is type null. We're gonna retreat here, do this, put this up, do a combo, do some tricks on it, and now we're probably close to winning because they've also bricked. They've bricked an insane amount. We've played against one Zard in 4 games. We 50-50'd a fighting deck, which was the same person because this game's matchmaking sucks once you're in top 5,000, top 1,000. It gets really bad the higher you go. Like Phaeton and Seagun, they were number 1 and 2, I think, still, and they play each other like 10 times a day. They're literally like, please do not rare candy me. They're gonna Sylveon. Okay, that means where are your 2 Sylveon EXs in this deck? They're a 25th card. No fucking way. Oh my god, they're hero drawing. They're hero drawing. Oh my god, they're hero drawing. But it looks like they might not have it. They hero drawed, but it wasn't enough. Wigglytuff 2 will ensure that rare candies are 19 and 20. True. Wait a minute. Is that streams? You streaming now? You have your super secret awesome streamer name? Hello? Hello, hello, huh? Welcome. I didn't know I didn't follow you. Don't apologize. I do that all. Okay, can I be honest? I do that all the time. I do that all the time, and I feel so bad because I'm like, what do you mean I don't follow you? Like, in what world? I want you guys to know, I don't really watch much Pokemon content on YouTube, but is probably one of the few that I look forward to a new upload. So yeah. Oh, love. I do that too, and I feel so bad sometimes because I will raid someone multiple times, and I'm like, oh, I don't follow them. I'll clip that audio. It looks like I've won. It looks like there's not much that they can do to stop me from winning. They're gonna Giant's Cape. Okay, there are a few things they can do to stop me from winning, it looks like. There's one thing they can do to stop me from winning. And it's, boys hate it, girls hate it too. It's disgusting. So we're gonna Sabrina instead. To get around it. And I'm actually just going to... I can't Gladion. Oh my god, I should have Gladion earlier. That's why I had to Gladion. Okay, well at least I got a guaranteed KO. I eventually will win the game, but I did sequence poorly. And I think that's very important to take accountability. I sequenced poorly. I don't want to bother, but I feel like Instant Sylveon deck is a crazy cook and pretty good into every match. Any chance you take a look. So my thoughts on Incineroar Sylveon is that it beats Charizard, but I think Charizard is better. I think Instant Sylveon is the best way to run it. So I am in agreement with you. Oh, this is how I can lose, huh? Let me think about this. Should I not have attacked? I lose to double. Oh, fuck. This was such an embarrassing way to lose then, huh? Okay, I found an embarrassing way to lose. Do I have Giovanni's in my deck? I do. I do have Giovanni's in my deck, so we do have an out. So I'm going to need to put this. I'm going to need to put this. I need to draw the second Geo. Because this does 60. Alright. This does 90. This doesn't do enough. I messed up. Oh, that was a really bad play by me. Because now if they have double Cyrus, I just lose. Oh, well now they... Well, this is an even bigger mistake now. Because I still haven't Gladioned. I should have Gladioned that turn. Ah! Oh, what do you mean after natty draw? Maybe they're gonna have a stroke. Hold up. Let's pray for their health to decline in the next 5 seconds. Oh shit! They can do this too. This is guaranteed. This is guaranteed. They have to have it, right? What are they doing? Do they not have the Cyrus? Why are they okay? Can I be honest? That play does not take 90 seconds to take. That play does not take 90 seconds to make. But I can tell you where I messed up. I messed up by never playing the thingy. I should have played. I had a free turn to play Gladion, and I didn't. And that's fine. But I'm gonna be real. Some of these plays do not take this long to make. I know the game takes long, but I had the double Cyrus win condition from like right after they Cyrused me, right? Like, oh, we're playing Poker Catcher. Good luck, good luck. Right? Can't wait for the Smogon versus Third Eye. It's crazy. I've been like looking at their the lineups, right? And I'm like, so fun fact about Third Eye, if you guys, Third Eye is probably one of the best pocket teams in like this team tournament. Probably the second best. I think Pocket Chefs are pretty broken. And they lost 2 during the rare candy meta and then won 6 straight. So I think it's very funny. But they also just use a lot of good decks. Is this a VGC thing? No, it's a pocket thing. There's a pocket team tournament, like a big cash prize pocket team tournament thing. Go. Advice for your ranking problem: when you have 2 top deck, just remember that time when Yami Yugi, trapped by Bakura's perfect strategy, summoned Slifer the Sky Dragon without not even looking at the cards. That's true. So we're playing Pokecatcher, who is just talking about how Kello go. I hate this deck, Side Ducks. I'm gonna not front. I hate this deck. Third Eye is the same team that played the Duel Links team competitions, but I don't know what their the player composition is. Oh, I should have researched. I'm gonna research now. Hopefully Pokecatcher can come back. It looks like they might have desynced. But it looks like we're pretty good. We're kind of set. It's really hard to stop this. Yo, Spider, what's up? It's chill. We're nearing a crash out, but I averted it by having happy thoughts. I don't want to look up the Provo Pass thing, so I'm gonna figure it out. The Provo Pass cry is like that's the Provo Pass. I have a stuffy nose, so like that was like probably not a great idea to do. Yeah, my opponent's playing Sylveon Ensign. Let me think. Good thing about the Zero Auras in this matchup is that they survive hundreds. I mean, they survive how? That sounded like Reggie Flesh. Is Sylph instant trash? No, I don't think it's trash. I think it's pretty good. Well, I just think that there are better routes. I'm gonna Gladion instead of Professor's Research here. To keep my hand size down. Lily always wins, it's crazy. I love Lily. Lily swag. Think of the flowers. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Only happy thoughts. Top 10 happy thoughts moments. Top happy thoughts moment number 62. The happiest thoughts I've had. Top happy thoughts moment number 32. The happying. Happy thoughts that Mars will be really nice after we take a KO. Kyle go. That was not Kyle. What do you think about Silvally Arceus lore? Can you tell me Silvally Arceus lore? And I'll give you all my thoughts on it. Do you have a video on Silvally Arceus lore? And I will watch it. I'm telling you right now, I'm not looking up these cries, so I'm doing them off memory because I have my phone here. Do you still watch competitive? That phase of my life might be over. I only watch when I might be tell me about the lore. I only watch when Sal is playing. Like I just think like so I would play competitive Smash like so I'm still going to a Smash tournament in like a couple of hours. But it's like a bar local, so it doesn't matter. I would genuinely play a Smash tournament. I'd go back to Smash if I had like unlimited money. So that's the only thing where I would willingly go back to play Smash, is if I have unlimited money, so I can just go to Smash tournaments. Because it's a bunch of different types. Yeah, I've always thought. Oh, they were trying to. So is Silvally like what Mew is? Yeah. Basically, if this YouTube stuff goes crazy, I'll like consider playing Smash more because like I can. If content creation is so big that I don't have to, like, I'll go to Smash. Like I'll start playing spending some time playing Smash. But Eevee's not. Oh shit! I zoned out. I realized that they can kill me. They can kill me here. Let me think. You could have won last turn. I wasn't looking. Could I have won last turn? No, they had 80 HP. I drew the Dawn after. Look, I would rather be distracted with talks of. Yeah, I drew Dawn from the professors. So it was not. It was not. I drew Dawn from professors. But I could have, yeah, I did, because I did Professor's Research, and the two cards I drew were Sylv plus thingy. Silvally's ability, I do know that, it is named RKS System. Okay, it looks like we might lose, unfortunately. Despite everything, we still lose, type shit. Unless, draw. Oh, Oh my Busteroni, Chiappacioni, Giabbagioni, Jabroni. Oh my god, every streamer. Well, I just played way too much. How to approach the Flareon versus Charizard matchup? You pray. So you pick your favorite. Like if you're not religious, like find the god that you like want, pick them and start praying. Because that's the Flareon Charizard matchup. It sucks. Because if they're going first and they start Charizard, you just lose. But you have like ways to like slow them down at the very least. Like you want to have like you want to be able to Flareon them, because Flareon into Flareon they can't heal that. But it's a bad matchup. It's a bad matchup. You can also Leafeon, baby Leafeon into Flareon, and that deals 90, 130. That's 220. And then with red or double bags. GG's Pokecatcher. That was a really good game. The Mars killed me. Should have played Lily. Ooh, yeah. I think that, yeah. I think your deck is really good, by the way. I do think your deck is legitimately good. Okay. So it looks like we're going second, which is probably the best thing to go. Like, the best time to tell to wear a striped sweater right now is like all the time, you feel me? The best time to beat this deck is right now. Where the Silvally starts Silvilling. I'm gonna let the Silvilly sing. Double Geo better than double red, that's for sure. But I do think there's cases for Joe. Give me my hand back. My grandpa's hand. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me my hand. Give me my hand. Oh my god, why can't I flip heads? Why can't I flip heads? I think Oricorio would sing Hot to Go. Why can't I, who did I make angry? In which world? Which universe? If I can go back and make it up for you, I would. I would. If I can, like, literally let me know. Let me know what I can do. So I don't lose to this Giabagino Chiappuccino. It was me, my fault, Joji. God! Forgot to pray to Arceus clearly. This deck is so bad. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it right now. I think that this deck is actually like, it's so bad. I think this deck is so bad. That's it. I'm forfeiting. I think this deck sucks. I like legitimately, yes ma'am. I legitimately think this deck is buns. And not in like it just feels bad. Like I think I would rather just play, I would rather just play like anything else. I came to that like I like literally like not only do I hate Silvally Zera. Oh yeah, this is what Theo plays as well. The underdog. All the decks you see on Reddit suck, dude. Well, I don't get decks from Reddit. There's tournament data and stuff, right? But like I literally would just have rather played any deck. Stunfisk? Stunfisk. I'm too tired to look up thingies. I already said I was too tired. You get this is my Stunfisk cry. Stunfisk. That's the anime cry. Look it up. Can you play Palkia 18 trainers? No, thank you. I'm just gonna zen out and play some Darktina. How consistently bad are Reddit decks? I just think that like men with Reddit accounts is literally, and you know why? Not only do I not have a Reddit account, when I did, a lot of my stuff got hacked like a couple of months ago, and apparently my Reddit account went along with that, and I've never created a new one since. I don't need it. Only time I need it is when I'm Googling something and I need a real person's opinion. And then when I need a real person's opinion, I add Reddit to the to the thing. To the search bar. Okay, I got my Rocky helmets, so this is great. But yeah, I agree. Jody, am I remembering wrong? I swear Gen 1 plus 2 games, water was weak to grass. How come in Pocket's electric? Because the TCG rules are different. The TCG is uniformed rules, and it's just to avoid confusion. So all of the rules are consistent. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a dark type, you're weak to grass because bugs are weak to grass. It doesn't matter if you actually resist it. If you're a poison type and you're dark, you're weak to fighting. Yeah, there's also weaknesses are like a one-person thing. It looks like I'm playing Sylveon, whatchamacallit, which is like whatever. I have my broken space bellow. Bug is weak to grass. That is true. Bug is weak. Wait, no, opposite. Other way around. Other way around. Oh, yeah. Is that the XDNX Savage? Thank you for the Subarino, Giabachino, Bababino, 101 Dalmaninos. I'm bad at Pokemon. I'm sorry. No, you're good. Do you think I think Sylveon is just like way better in every facet. Like, I think it's just not comparable. I think Sylveon is so much better. Except in the case where you get Mars, right? Like, being able to fix Mars. Which generation was your favorite for VGC competitive? Generation 9. It's a great generation for VGC. There's also like so many talented players as well, right? Type shit. Cause I don't care. What are you gonna do, bro? Are you gonna attack me? Are you gonna attack me? Oh shit, you have the... I think you should just play Darktina, is my honest advice to you, Kigaki. I think you should just play Darktina and play a deck that wins more games than loses. I also think you're tilting right now. I have the red. This doesn't lose to anything crazy. What does this lose to? This loses to Sabrina? Maybe I shouldn't have put all the energy here. This loses to Sabrina Cyrus. They're not going to Sabrina Cyrus me, so this is fine. This is fine. They're going to Giant's Cape the back as well. Yeah, this is GG's. They're going to attack. Or they're going to retreat the mag. Okay, yep, they're gonna attack. Not sure I understand why not just attack with Dark right there. I get the KO, but then I have to like wait another turn of doing nothing, and they get to deal 70. Whereas this makes them burn an energy. They go minus energy. If they're like taking a KO regardless, I'd want them to be minus energy. And that's like, this is the one way to make them become minus energy. Playing the Zero Aura deck in Masters doing well. I'm glad it's doing well for you. I can't say the same for me. I actually hate the deck. I hate the deck with a burning passion. I think that Silvally is, surprisingly, I think the least fun Pokemon I've played with. Same with Zero Aura. It has zero aura, like it's in the name. I think, like, it genuinely sounds like you are tilting though. Like I know, like, you're like, I'm reading everything. I'm like, there are parts of me agreeing with you, but it does also feel like, you know, taking a break would be good. Like, I've been at 2620 just now for like the last like hour of stream after switching off of Charizard. All right. No bigger decks, no more points. Is that the way? I think that's a bad way to look at these things, Mato. I think that people that think that their game can't change because it's one way, is low-key, that's like inherently like you're sleeping on Balatro for real. Oh yeah. I got some quick wins with opponents having no bench. Sometimes they brick. I played 2 games and I bricked Omega, right, with the deck. Sometimes you're just allowed to brick. But I think that, like, that's not that means that, like, the deck isn't working for you. It means that your opponent's decks are failing them. You know what I'm saying? So I researched first because I really want to see Giratina. And now I have Giratina in my hand. F Charizard, Incineroar is the way to go. I'm gonna need YouTube chat to like ASAParino. Like ASAP Rocky. Let me check where this gaming store closes. Video game store near me. Cause I need to buy a GameCube controller. Total Games. I think this is it. If they have if their GameCube controller, is this the place I went to? I think this is where I went to. Anything Genesect? Let me think. Should I Sabrina here? No. Should I Sabrina here? No, what I should do is research. Because this can get me cards that will win me the game. Jody Boyuk. Mwah! Hawthorne Game Exchange is my favorite shop in PDX. Do you think that they'll have a GameCube controller? That's all I'm looking for. If they have a GameCube controller, that's lit. Because that's all I need. Oof, only water energy. That's a really bad brick. That's a really bad brick. Make it okay, but here's the thing. Okay, so here, Mato, because people like you are like, this is Pokemon Pocket. You can't increase the points. You can't increase the deck size. Why don't you go fucking play the TCG, right? Like, this is your thoughts on the game. But tell me what does increasing the deck size to like 22? What does increasing this deck size to 25 do? Like, you guys, like, what does it do? Let me know.
I genuinely want to know, what does it do? Like, is it so bad to increase the deck limit to that? If it is, let me know. I just want to know. Because I think that's, like, objectively false, right? Like, that is my thought. Like, what is 22 cards? What is 20? Is that making the deck more TCG-like? 24? Right? like that's genuinely, like, I think that, like, the thought process is kind of archaic. It's an archaic thought process that we can't update our game because it gets too close to the TCG when it doesn't, right? That's just a false statement. But right? Pocket is popular because it's a turbo game. False. Pocket, and also, how does 24 cards make the game last longer? How does 24 cards make the game last longer? You think 24 cards is gonna make the game last like 10 more minutes? Also, it's not true. Pocket isn't liked just because of turbo decks. It's liked because it's a collecting game. I think the most important thing to also talk about is Pocket isn't just a competitive game. It's not a competitive game, right? It doesn't have a competitive circuit, yada, yada, yada. I think that, yeah, it's if it's a 3-point game, it's fine. If the deck size, like the tournament size, if they go the Duel Links path, the thing is 20. Here's the issue with 20 cards. I'm gonna say it right now. The issue that we have with 20 cards, straight up, I'm just gonna attach. This is just guaranteed win. I guess like they can. I guess I should attack on the basis. No, they're gonna switch. I have Cyrus. They switch. I have Cyrus. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna attack. Yeah, most people who play Pocket are not like us. Kendrick Lamar. They're not like us. They are mostly playing to open packs. Right? They're playing, like, the most time my friends play Pocket is because I'm in their vicinity and they want me to open a pack for them. That is the most someone will end up playing Pocket. And I think that's so important to think about. Because the amount of time that people are actually spending playing Pocket, not that much. Master! And too broke to open row packs. No, I hate physical card games. So I don't think it's... Because think of it like this. Pokemon Pocket also coincided with a TCG boom. I think that people forget that, like, Pokemon Pocket made people want to buy actual cards. There's a viewer, they stop by from time to time, Harsha, right? Harsha plays the physical TCG now after getting frustrated playing Pocket, right? What is the point of being Pocket, right? I feel like we need to define what the point of Pocket is before we say words. It's like when people start adding percentages. You're like, this game is 33% luck. Okay, what's the, like, you guys are just like making up numbers. We're just saying shit now. And I love saying shit. I'm pro saying shit. Oh, one of your logo, that's sick. Like, what is the spirit of Pocket? 30 cards goes against the spirit of Pocket. What is the spirit of Pocket? Define it. The point of Pocket, yeah. And here's the thing, G Jones, if you're saying the point of Pocket is to monetize the TCG, then you are a person that also believes that this game will never be a competitive circuit game, right? Because you are part of the faction that is going to be like, this game only exists to move more TCG cards, right? And if that is the thought, right? If that is the thought that you're having, which is a valid thought, it's a fine thought, right? But like we have to start thinking a little bit of like what is the spirit of the game? Yada yada yada, Java type shit. I stopped buying TCG physical because of Pocket. I'm sure I'm not alone. I don't play the TCG. I actually don't like physical card games. I'm excited for the new Digimon card game, right? When it comes out. I play Shadowverse. I don't like physical cards. So like I'm like, you know, TPC I created a PTCGL and can't really monetize it. They're just in charge of international competitive circuit. Yeah. So like, you know, like there are so many thoughts and stuff that we're kind of, it ends up being like a whole lot of yapping. We're just pro yappers at a certain point, right? This sucks because I can't do anything to them. I legitimately can't do anything to them because of how they've played them. You gonna play Digimon with you? Of course I'm gonna play Digimon with you. I can't Mars them. And it sucks. But I think it's so important to like ask yourself like what is Pocket, right? They made it hard? No. And here's the thing, right? People are like, actually, if we increase the deck size, wouldn't that make the game more luck-based? Which is also very wrong. I just want to point out that it's extremely wrong. And the reason why that's extremely wrong, and why that's just like, again, not true, I can't do anything. This fucking sucks. I have to Rocky. And like, do I just red card them on the principle of red card? Like, kind of. I'm never gonna play this. Might as well. Like, I would rather them have Professor's Research in hand than not. But yeah, they're doing without all the goofy things. It'd be very fun. True. Fuck. I like red carded them because they didn't play Professor's Researchers, which made me think that they had more useful cards in hand. Well, if I draw Giant's Cape, I'm fine. But the odds of drawing Giant's Cape are extremely low, right? So let's see what happens, chat. If I draw Giant's Cape, this game is not over. Let's go. Draw! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shito! Guapshito! Do I use red here? Yeah, because there's like no other point in this matchup where red does anything. I want to Mars them next turn. Because I can Potion and then Mars. They have 2 researches in deck that they haven't used. I just want to point out that they have 2 researches and the Sylveon that they haven't used. And they still have less cards in their deck than I do. But I am like low-key tilted at that. And they're drawing for Guzma / red here. They're gonna research. Please, please do not have Red Candy. Please do not have Red Candy Zard. You can have everything else. Do not have Red Candy Zard. Please. Oh, they're P-comming to have Red Candy Zard. Fuck. Oh my god. There's no justice. There's no justice! There's no justice in this world. There's no justice. There's no justice. I should have Marsed them because they would have drawn their entire deck. It's not even luck. See, this is like, you guys, it's not luck. When they draw their entire deck, what part of that is luck, right? That's not luck. They just have so much draw power. I realized the deck list didn't save for some reason. I don't know why it does that. I kind of have to figure out where to add. I need to ask Creato where he's adding Team Rocket Grunt. Because I think I have to add Team Rocket Grunt to this deck. That's like the only solution against this demon. I think I should just start running double Grunt again. Second Cape might be... I mean, that lost the second Cape, right? I just need to just double... I have to Grunt them. I have to bring back LeGrunt James. They drew everything that let them drew everything. Drop red card or Mars? Clearly, because these cards are not doing shit. Clearly I have to drop a red card because it's not grunting. Is running double hand up? It's still valuable for the early turns because you want to see one of them. Right? You still want to see them. So it's still valuable. It's still valuable. Valuable? Valzabar? What's bench size in TCG? 5. Valzahar? Oh no, the helmets are needed for the Oricorio matchup. So you don't just lose to that, but yeah. Where we got while Charizard both. Yeah, yo, they hated Venusaur. I knew Venusaur was gonna be bad too. It sucks. Because I knew Venusaur was gonna be bad. This is perfect. This is why I played the I saw PCL, so I knew that I could play the Rocky. It was all calculated. According to Keikaku even. Keikaku means plan, by the way. Is Darktino with Poison Nihi better into Zard? Like, kind of, but like not at the same time. Like, kind of, yeah, actually, because it deals 40. Yeah, it's kind of better. Is it better? Like, it's like still the same shit, honestly. I could have Sabrina'd last turn, but I could Sabrina them now and force them to burn an energy, which might just be enough to win the game. I failed the questionnaire like 100 times. Okay, can I be honest? My current hot take is that every meta, like since Ranked has started, has gotten progressively better. Every meta we have gotten has gotten progressively better. We're in a great era to play Pokemon Pocket. Bodies, sinew. Since Ranked. Of course the Celebrate meta was asked, but I'm not talking about Celebrate meta. I think the meta has gotten progressively better. I think this is the best meta we've ever had. Genuinely, I think this is the best meta we've ever had. However, I think that we are seeing the cracks of 20 cards. The real crack of 20 cards isn't what people think. It's really just that it's easy to power creep the game when there's 20 cards, right? Like Sylveon is a very clear example. It's very easy to power creep the game when there's 20 cards. Because, like, God forbid when they give us an even better supporter card that draws that isn't tied to Sylveon. Right? I wonder why they don't invest more in competitive. I think that they didn't realize that competitive would be this huge. I think legitimately they just didn't realize that competitive would be this huge. And so I think that it's going to be one day they'll reevaluate. I think one day they'll reevaluate. But they are doing a good job. Pikachu EX meta sucked. Genetic Apex, right? Genetic Apex was good. I think I can do a quick meta tier list. I can rank all of them all. Hold on, let me see. Pokemon Pocket TCG, what, meta tier? Not meta tier list. Pack tier list? Is there like a pack tier list I can do? TCG Pocket Pack tier list. Yeah, I can do this. Thank God for Ursies and all the other grassroots. A set tier list, yes. I want to do a... If someone can make it and link it, or I can just make it after this, and that'll be like the last segment of my stream, I guess. Cause I already know, what's his name did it already. I think I'm Rocky the front. Maybe I'm delusional. But I guess like Tilly did it last season, has made a tier list about the sets. But I'll just make a tier list on, you know. Okay, I knew to play that. I'm so glad I played that. And it looks like my opponent's gonna lose, unfortunately. It really does look like my opponent is set up to lose. It's set up for failure, even. What is this? This isn't sets. I'm looking for sets. So I'd have to make it on tier list maker. She distort my world till my Giratinas. She giras my Tina. It's sorted at the bottom of the page. Oh, can I like add these images is what you're saying? At the bottom of the page. Oh, I can grab these images. Thank you. Why are these images different sizes? Okay, they're not different sizes when I click on them. Thank you. And I'll talk about every meta. Did I just get red carded again, bro? Double red card? Interesting. So I can leave. I can leave because I'll die to the thingy. I'm a Sabrina, actually. I mean, I don't not understand why they're doing that, by the way. So this is basically to deny them. I'm denying them their they're not their Celestial. I'm denying them their whatchamacallit. So I think this is a perfect denial. They need to flip heads. And like if they flip heads, like whatever, man. Mythical Island, Genetic Apex. Thank you. Create a tier list, make a template. TCG Pocket set tier list. Make your own template. Create a public template because I don't hate you guys. Name of the template: Pokemon TCG Pocket set tier list. Select the category Pokemon. TCG. Oh my god, bro. Do I just lose because of this? Because now they can Cyrus me in? Oh my god, this game actually sucks. Holy crap. So I should have just... Oh, God. Okay, let me think. The game's not over, but it's like kind of over for me. Because now they get to, if they have Cyrus, they Cyrus me. They have 6 cards in their deck. Maybe they cut Cyrus for the second red card. No, you don't need to cut. I run double hand rip in my version. Yes! Yes! You who are blinded by the blood of a Darkrai shall fall to the Giratina. You impure of heart! Whew. Whew. Set tier list. Okay. Let me save every single image real quick. Okay. How can... You know I can accept Darktina being a perfectly fair deck, but I still want to puke. Yeah, that's true. That's valid. Alright. Here we go. We have for you guys... Who likes tier list slop, chat? Am I a... You're not a minority? I'm actually a... I'm a minority for thinking that... Giratina looks really nice. I think Giratina is probably my favorite immersive because it reminds me of Madoka. But a lot of people hate the Giratina immersive art, and I love it. Okay. What did I mess up on? Oh, it's just making it. It takes so long. Alright, chat. You guys love YouTube content, don't you? Well, boy, do I have a YouTube content video for y'all. I love Metaslop videos. We have now had 7 booster boxes, 7 different meta games, and I'm here to rank them. This has been previously done by Tilly. That's my goat. But obviously we have now another month of gameplay, and I have my own opinions, right? I have my own opinions. Here comes the YouTube voice. Shut up. Here we go. Let's start from basically the thoughts, right? S tier, peak meta, right? This is peak. If I can play this meta for the rest of my life, okay, maybe not for the rest of my life, but if I was to play Pokemon Pocket, I would want metas to be like this. D is not going to be D. It's going to be dog. The meta was dog. Oh, I'm missing Extra Dimensional Crisis. Let's fix that. So I lied. There's been 8 because I missed Extra Dimensional Crisis. Let's get to this. Which deck should we? Which meta do you guys want me to talk about first? And here's my thing. Here's my claim. I've played in every single one of these. I've entered tournaments in every single one of these, and I have cut Ursa Day in every single one of these. So I feel good about all of them. I have good opinions on all of them. Let's start with Apex. So let's start where it all began. Genetic Apex. So let me tell you guys what the meta was at the time. Before I place it. Genetic Apex was very simple. It was very, very simple. There was 3 decks, 3 main decks, right? It was Mewtwo, it was Pikachu, and it was Charizard, and there was a 4th deck, which was Water Slop. Because you could play Starmie Articuno, you could play Articuno 18 Trainers, but the issue is that every other deck kind of sucked. So if you weren't playing basically one of those 3 decks, it kind of sucked, right? Mewtwo and Pikachu would prove to be the best decks, with Articuno and Charizard kind of falling behind. Charizard ended up having Charizard plus Arcanine, which was like a way to counter both Pikachu and Mewtwo, but it was a Charizard deck. You guys know how inconsistent that was. So the best decks were Pikachu, Mewtwo, and they were inoffensive. For being the best decks, they were inoffensive decks. It's a good meta, right? Like if Pikachu and Mewtwo are your tier 1 decks and they're not doing anything inherently broken, I think that's fine. Right? Like, I think that this is a B tier meta because there are some metas that are way, way worse. Speaking of one of them, Mythical Island. Mythical Island was the next expansion. It added Leaf, but most importantly, it added Celebi. And that was the worst thing they could have done because Celebi was broken. Celebi is one of my favorite Pokemon. Look at I have a tattoo. It also buffed Psychic to an insane degree, where Psychic became way too strong, right? So here's what happened from Genetic Apex and Mythical Islands. Psychic became way too strong, so it like clapped with the introduction of Mew EX. Charizard did dog water into you, so you got clapped, and then Celebi Eggy destroyed Pikachu. So this was like, and also Drudigan Gyarados was the deck too. That ended up becoming insanely, stupidly broken, and I hate Gyarados as a card. I hate Gyarados as a concept. This meta was toxic. It was not a fun one. C tier, maybe even D tier. You know what? I'm lying. It's D tier. It's dog. It is a dog water set. And I love Celebi, right? So like, if you guys think that Genetic Apex is bad when Mythical Islands exists, holy crap. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I guess let's go in order. So Space Time Smackdown comes out. And let's do a little bit of history lesson. What comes out is Palkia Dialga. We get Palkia Dex. Dialga doesn't really have a chance, but the real catch is Darkrai. Darkrai comes, and I think the coolest concept is also Magnezone. And we start seeing Magrai as a deck. And I think Magrai is a really cool deck. It's the first deck that uses dual energy efficiently, right? However, as this meta keeps going, we kind of realize that Celebi is still extremely, extremely broken. And Celebi still remains kind of a stain in Pokemon Pocket's legacy. And it's going to go C tier for Celebi, right? I think that Celebi Eggs wasn't mono, yeah, it was mono dark, but it was still dual energy because it still played lightning, right? It's still dual energy, quote unquote. So Space Time Smackdown had more tools to deal with Mythical Island stuff. Like, I think Magrai as a top tier deck is cool. I know, it's still a dual energy deck, chat. It plays Dark Lightning. It's not playing them together. Drudigan decks were kind of lame, but like, we needed something. I think Judican decks were fine. So that is where we are at. Now, here's my all-time, I'm going to say it. This is the worst meta of all time. This is worse than Mythical Islands. It's Triumphant Light. Why do I hate Triumphant Light? Because I think that Triumphant Light is actually dog ass. Like, this is dog ass. So let me tell you guys what happened. So remember Dialga was like kind of bad in Spacetime Smackdown? It gets a partner in Arceus, right? And the issue is that Dialga Arceus is so oppressive, every other meta deck shits the bed, is no longer playable, essentially. And the meta becomes it's triangle. You guys are familiar with Fire Emblem, there's a weapon triangle. The meta is so bad that it's Arceus, Dialga that beats every single deck in the meta. But one deck, it loses to Rampardos. So Rampardos beats Arceus, but loses to like every other freaking deck. It was so stupid. It was so tilting. If you didn't play Dialga Arceus, you basically didn't play. And if you played Fighting, which is going to be a deck that they good in tournaments, Rampardos was actually a good guy. This is the one time Rampardos was a good guy. But the format was dog. You basically only played Dialga Arceus, or you played Rampardos and prayed that you only played against other Dialga Arceus players. I'm going to be honest, if Ranked came out during Triumphant Light, I'm going to straight up say it, we would be, like, I think that this player base would be cut in half. Because that's how much worse I think it is. So following it is our first ranked meta, Shining Revelry. I'm going to put it in B for now. With it, didn't come too much. Giratina came out, Red came out, PCL, lots of cool supporters. Really, really cool supporters. TRG, etc. And what happened is we started to see Darkrai or Giratina as the first deck that like became really, really big. And the first thing that was important is Arceus Dialga ate shit. So no longer were we in the clutches of a Dialga Arceus meta. However, we were at the beginning of Shining Revelry. There was a lot of decks, right? Giratina and Darkrai, Mutina. There was quite a few decks. However, Darkrai will define it. Darkrai was straight up the best deck. Scar Mag, right, was great as well. There were so many decks, but Darkrai became declared de facto number one. But there were counterplay. Unlike Triumphant Light, there was counterplay. Gyarados was still a valid deck, right? Every other deck than Darkrai felt awful. Pretty much. If you weren't playing Darkrai, no, there's Meowscarada ended up being cool. Where Meowscarada and the issue with this meta is that there would be counters. There were counters to Darkrai. However, it didn't matter because Darkrai would always adapt. When Meowscarada started picking up, people would run Red Card Mars. When Gyarados would start picking up, people would TRG them, right? When the Mirror Match was picking up, people would TRG, right? So basically, I think that this meta is better than than Genetic Apex. But it's still like a B tier meta to me. The next meta is Celestial Guardians, and with it, Rare Candy. With it was Rare Candy. So what are my thoughts on this meta? I'm going to say it. I think that this meta was worse than Shining Revelry. I think this meta was worse than Shining Revelry, but it wasn't so much worse that it's not B tier. Because it was way better than Spacetime Smackdown. But this meta was awful. I think that this meta was very much the worst, the least fun I've had playing Pokemon Pocket. Like, literally, playing ranked Pokemon Pocket. Rare Candy was insane. Rare Candy made, decks it was so unfun. Because, at any point in time, you were going to lose to freaking, a random Rare Candy drop, turn one, right? I hated this meta. However, it was fine at the end of the day. I think it was still a fine meta. What are my thoughts? I think it brought a lot of cool decks, right? Solgaleo was cool. Zard is cool. The Fighting Box of Rampardos, right? There was no clear tier 1 deck, I guess is the thing. There wasn't like a clear, like, this deck was oppressive. It gave us Oricorio, but it wasn't like, there wasn't a clear this deck was oppressive because of the introduction of Oricorio. It was very polarizing, right? Oricorio was broken. It was definitely a ladder. It felt like a ladder roulette. That's what I think I hated the most. It was a ladder roulette because if you were playing a stage 2 rare candy deck, you lose to Ori. If you're playing, like, it was so frustrating. And then Ori lost the Fighting Box. I will say, still waiting for Lunala to be meta. Bro's gonna be waiting a long time. What was the coolest deck to come out? Actually, as this meta came on, I really liked Giratina Lele. Giratina Lele was really cool. Giratina Lele being like the capstone deck was pretty cool. Darktina was still strong. But the Rare Candy race was awful. Rare Candy race was awful. And that brings us to Extra Dimensional Crisis, which brought us, I think this is the best mini set ever released. Legitimately the best mini set. It set a precedent of how I want mini sets to come out. And I'm going to say it. Ultra Beast, like, it gave us 2 meta decks in Ultra Beast, and they're self-contained, right? They're self-contained. Their support was self-contained, and it didn't give us something like Giratina. This set was insanely fun. Reddit's opinions on deck things are questionable. I think the Ultra Beasts were great. This meta was super fun. This meta got super boring towards the end. Because it didn't solve the fact that Rare Candy was everywhere still, right? It didn't solve Rare Candy. Silverly Slop just proved to be weaker towards the end, right? We did get Silverly, but the meta, like, the top 2 rankers were just in a race playing one deck. Buzzwole was clearly the best deck from day 1 to day 30. And that kind of sucked. That kind of sucked, really, is that, like, there was, like, and I don't mind it, like, that being the best deck, right, is, like, whatever. But I do think that it was way more fun to play than Celestial Guardians. Celestial Guardians was literally the Rare Candy circus. How is this A tier when there was also a deck who was just the best deck? Because it had counterplay. Okay, let's talk about it. So Shining Revelry is a deck where there was a clearly best deck, Darkrai Giratina, right? There was clearly a best deck, but there's always going to be a best deck. There's always going to be a best deck. However, there was counterplay to the best deck. There was multiple decks that had nice matchups into it, but it was just, it had options to everything. And it didn't feel as oppressive. In Shining Revelry, if you weren't using Darktina, it felt like you were throwing. Right? It genuinely felt like you were throwing. And I think that is where I think that we are here. I think Celestial Guardians, I'm going to put it worse than Genetic Apex. I still think it's better than Space Time Smackdown. Maybe. Actually, you know what? Fuck Celestial Guardians. I hated Rare Candy Roulette. Buzzwole was 26%. Yes, because it's a good deck. Kigaki, I don't think you understand. It doesn't matter what meta we're playing. The best deck is going to have 26% of the, like, tournament share, right? The best decks are always going to have like 20% of the meta share. Who cares if Buzzwole was the best deck, right? Buzzwole still had counterplay. That's the point, right? Shining Revelry, the counterplay was flimsy. There was always the thing is that when counterplay came out to Darktina adapted and made the counterplay feel awful. There was a certain point when Meowscarada couldn't even be considered counterplay anymore. Right? Like, that's bad. Like, it didn't matter what you did in that meta. Whereas, even Mutina got destroyed, right? The highest share in this meta is no. If we go to Ursa Day tournaments, that's just objectively false, right? When we look at every Ursa Day tournament that's happened, and Gren still has had 20% for both tournaments, that's just false, right? Or is it the highest meta share? Maybe I'm capping. I just think that, like, people need to understand that having a high meta share isn't bad. I'm not going to click on decks on this because I'm too lazy. So, I still think ED... So, well, actually, you know what? I'll ask you, Kigaki, since we're here and we're yapping. Which meta would you think is better than ED Crisis? Tell me which meta you liked more than ED Crisis. Because I genuinely want to know. Shining Reverie was good. Eevee, well, yeah, guess... Spoilers alert. Spoiler, Eevee Grove is the best meta, right? But which meta would you put above ED? Right? That's like what I want to know. Like, I think that... No, I ask, right? Like, here's the thing. And let me talk about why ED Crisis was still more fun to play. Because this is still... I think having a 26% meta deck, right, is fine. That's fine. Let us have a good deck be meta. Let us have ED Crisis, 1 in 5 men. Shut up. Let us have a deck where there's a clear top tier. Who cares? If the top tier has answers, that's fine. In real TCG, we have 25% meta share decks. That's fine. I'm saying that it's fine because the counterplay was better than Dark Tina. The Dark Tina counterplay was 0. Like, there was negative Dark Tina counterplay because Dark Tina would end up countering their counterplay. That said, that's why I say ED Crisis is better than this, right? Shining Reverie is good. Rare Candy didn't ruin the game, but the first meta of Rare Candy was unhealthy. The first meta of Rare Candy was unhealthy. Hot take, Shining Reverie and C. I can see that. Here's my thoughts on why I am going to disagree. I'm going to disagree because I think that the Dark Tina meta it was balanced. Like, I think that the matchup, not balanced, sorry, that's the wrong word. The Dark Tina mirror was a very good mirror, right? Guzma didn't exist yet. And that's, like, really cool. I think that, like, that was cool. So you're arguing that the second, yeah, okay, Kigaki, the Dark Tina match thing was way worse. Shining Reverie was way worse. But Celestial Guardians being more variety doesn't make it better than ED Crisis. Because Rare Candy was actually frustrating. Right? That mirror I think that mirror was actually the peak of Pocket skill. I'm going to say it. There is no mirror more skillful than Dark Tina pre-Guzma. Genuinely, no mirror more skillful in this entire game. And you can maybe argue Mewtwo back at the beginning of the game. But there was no meta where I think that the Dark Tina mirror, if there has to be a mirror, was the peak of Pocket. Alright? If there has to be the Buzzwole mirrors were fine too. I think Buzzwole was a fine mirror as well. That's why I put Extra Dimensional Crisis as an A tier. Because even the Buzzwole mirror was a good ass mirror. There was a lot of thinking. Ninja mirrors were also pretty close, right? That's in Celestial Guardians. Is it too late for me to get into this game? Be honest, it is not because of trading. You can basically open new packs and then have someone trade you old meta staples. So please try the game out. It's not too late. Buzz mirrors were super fun, right? I think that the important thing is, let's look at every format real quick. Triumphant Light, the Arceus mirror sucked. Arceus mirror was literally whoever went second won. Mythical Islands, the Celebi mirror was awful. Right? Legitimately awful. Celebi was also top tier for Space-Time Smackdown. Celestial Guardians, like, the Oricorio mirror was, like, kind of boring. Right? And then this Rare Candy race was even more bad. Genetic Apex, the Mewtwo mirror was fine. Pikachu mirror was whoever went second one. Shining Reverie was a skillful mirror match. Extra Dimensional Crisis was a skillful mirror match. I guess for Celestial Guardians, the Lele Ninja matchups were pretty balanced as well. But it was just whoever snipes the Giratina. Homie, Celebi was never meta in Mythical Islands and Space-Time Smackdown? Are you sure? Are you sure? I literally have played every single tournament format. Are you sure? Anyway, this is the best deck. That's it. This was the best meta that we've had. We are only 2 or 3 weeks. We're 3 weeks in. There's 2 more weeks. I'm going to say it, Eevee Grove, absolutely best. I'm also going to say that, like, the diversity in this meta was amazing. The fact that Rare Candy has mellowed out is cool. Sylveon is objectively the coolest thing to happen in Pocket, in my mind. I think that being able to speed up games is so good. Being able to make things more consistency is really good. However, I can see in the next 2 weeks it dropping, right? Because we are currently entering the part of the meta where Charizard is broken, and Charizard is a not fun top tier deck. Charizard is legitimately unfun, but we're seeing a lot of people already innovate their decks. A lot of Japanese players are running Team Rocket Grunt. So my opinion on Eevee Grove, also it's not, I think Silvally was like very obnoxious in ED Crisis, because like it exasperated going second. Until people realized Buzzwole was the real broken. Also, I think that's something else I want to talk about. This is something I want to talk about. This is crazy recency bias. Which part though? Well, this is like, we're here to have this conversation together. Because I want to know, how is it crazy recency bias? Because like legitimately, Shining Revelry is, yeah, I think that Shining Revelry is way better than Celestial Guardians. I think that as the way the meta moved, Darkchino was great. Darkchino was great for the meta. I think the Darkchino mirror match was great. I think that the way people adapted throughout the meta, which is something I didn't really talk about, was cool. It just was so unfortunate because Darkchino was so much better than everything. That was the most skilled meta. I already said it. I already argued that, Fatal. I argued that it was the most skilled meta. However, I think the Buzzwole mirror matches were really good too. I just think that, and I also think how it was cool how Silvally decks evolved throughout the format. Like Silvally Blacephalon was cool, Silvally Zard was cool, Silvally Zero was cool. But Eevee Grove is cool. Eevee Grove revived a bunch of old decks. Garchomp is viable. It made new decks stronger, right? Charizard got stronger. It helped Greninja Tina get stronger. It sped up the game. Eevee Box is probably the most fun deck I've ever played in Pocket. And also, I can argue about why we should get more card space, because I think that Eevee Grove has allowed us to have more card space. I'm doing great, Bootsmaster. So this is my thought. What do you think of Mewtwo, Gardevoir now itself? It's like, okay. Here's my thoughts on every meta and why I'm going to rate them. This is it. Charm for Light, worst meta. There's only 2 good decks. And one deck beat the other, but the other deck beat every single deck. So it was really stupid. Mythical Island, Celebi meta, bad. Space Time Smackdown, also Celebi meta, but it had Magrai. Magrai was really fun. It was really cool until we realized that we should just start playing Celebi again. Celestial Guardian, it was fun at first, but it quickly became a rare candy race, and that became unfun. It did evolve eventually to Tapu Lele decks. Tapu Lele decks are really cool. Genetic Apex baseline, it was a good format. It was just Barbones. Pikachu is the best deck, but Mewtwo is really good as well. There was 4 decks. That's it. Shining Revelry, the evolution of this meta was really good. It had the most skillful mirror match in Darktina, pre-Guzma. However, my other thoughts on this is every adaptation ended up losing to Darktina in the end. Extra Dimensional Crisis, great meta from start to finish. Silvally was basically a deck that pretty much just had so much going for it. And even though Silvally went through so much, Buzzwole was still the best deck. But it was still cool because we got to see so much Silvally slop, right? Charizard Silvally being cool, Zera Silvally. It just was Buzzwole was still the best deck, right? Buzzwole was the best deck start to finish, but the Buzzwole mirror was also a pretty skillful mirror, and Buzzwole can never get over its losing matchups, whereas Dark Rhytina got around their losing matchups, and it became just Dark Rhytina the meta, right? So that's where I give Extra Dimensional Crisis the edge. Eevee Grove has changed Pocket forever. Sylveon is the most insane card to ever exist, and is going to fundamentally change the game. However, it brought, there's 10 meta decks. The meta share, Kigaki shared it, right? 12%. The best deck is not even, taking up. There's so many decks that you can use. We don't even know what the clear best deck is. However, I can see Sylveon Zard ruining my thoughts and my memories of this format. And that is kind of where I am at with this. This is my tier list. Goodbye, YouTube. I don't play ranked because I would just lose in the higher tiers. It always depends on the decks you're using, right? Eevee Grove is the crash out format. That's true. I've never crashed out as much on stream as playing Eevee Grove. Eevee Grove has definitely made me want to crash out more. Can we talk thoughts on deck expansions? I think it would automatically get more luck based. I think this is okay. So this is the worst take I think I've seen on this. Is that people are like, oh, if we get 25 cards, it'll be more luck based because you have more cards to draw, therefore you'll brick more often, right? I get that. However, if you have 25, 30 more cards, you can create more consistency cards. You can have fun with your consistency cards, right? However, in this current landscape and current climate, it kind of is that's just not true, right? And also the thing is that decks are going to become hyper consistent because the moment they print another good consistency card, let's say they print Ultra Ball, right? Let's say next set for some reason they print Ultra Ball, right? Ultra Ball Pokemon TCG, right? Let's say they print this card. You can only use this card if you discard 2 cards, search your deck for Pokemon. Right? Because it's a 20 card deck, there's literally, it is so broken, right? You would just play it, Charizard would be tier 1 forever if this card got released in a 20 card format because you're guaranteed to draw everything, right? I think PCOM is an example of a fun consistency card. But now they have to be extremely careful with their consistency cards because of cards like Ultra Ball, right? You print Ultra Ball and Charizard becomes best deck of all time ever. But with 25 to 30 cards, you can print more fun cards while also the game speed still stays the same. Right? So that's my issue. 20 cards is fine for now. Exactly what I agree with you, Captain Yuri. However, I think give it a set, give it 2 sets, 20 cards will not. Give it 3, give it a year. 20 cards is not going to be enough because the power creep gets increased exponentially because of deck space, right? What I'm liking about this meta is that it hit Master Ball real quick, so now I get to play random matches with decks to have fun with. Yeah, of course, that's what the win streak format is. You don't like the meta. That's not what you don't like the meta, you like the win streak bonus. There's a difference, right? And therefore, you can figure out what you'll like when you can drop out of it. And that's the thing. How does 25 cards make the game more complex? I just where is this is the stupidest argument, right? And this is where I get to crash out so I can end stream. Is that how does 25 cards make the game more complex? How does 30 cards make the game more complex? Tell me. Give me an actual reason. Give me an actual reason that 25 cards, suddenly Pokemon Pocket players forget how to play the goddamn game. Suddenly you guys forget how to play the game. Just let me know. Let me know. You can't fit 25 cards in. This is Destined Rivals. This has 10 cards in it. This has 10 cards in it. This has 10 cards in it. And I can fit it in my pocket. I can fit it in my pocket. I'm chilling. I was about to end stream because I have to head to a Smash tournament. But this is my tier list for EV Grove. For a 10, the games aren't even that long right now. Right? Like the games aren't even that long. So it's like, where are we? Like, oh no, more options. I might like, what are more options? Do I want to play? Do I want to like, there is no such, like, there's like, it's still a baby game at the end of the day. It still has like very little options. I think it will eventually. I think that like people are like, chill out, bro. It's a mobile game. No! You chill out. You chill out. This game is destined to die regardless. They won't increase size. Like, why? Why are you like this, Kaisei? Why? Alright, let me send you guys off. Like, why are you being a hater? Why? There's 10 sets, mate. There's no new players. Game is cooked. Alright. I'm sending you guys off. No, literally, you got YouTube, you get to hear that. He literally is watching Pocket. Can we think about how silly that is? He's literally watching Pocket, talking about Pocket's gonna die. My Smash main is Pokemon Trainer. I sent them to Edgy Fellow. But yeah. I'm gonna head out now. Goodbye, YouTube.